All right, let's dive into something that could totally change how you learn from video. We're talking about Google's NotebookLM, and it just got this amazing new superpower that might just solve a problem you probably deal with all the time.
You know the feeling, right? You're staring at a super long lecture or a documentary, and you just know all the good stuff is buried in there, but who has hours to go digging for it? Well, what if you didn't have to anymore?
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll tackle the video overload problem. Then we'll get into what NotebookLM actually is. After that, we'll see exactly how it pulls insights out of videos, check out its new creation studio, and finally, see how it all comes together to become your own personal AI thinking partner. Okay, first things first, let's just set the stage. The problem is simple. We are all basically drowning in digital content. And video, well, video is a huge part of that ocean. I mean, just think about it. The process we use now is so inefficient. You're scrubbing back and forth on a timeline, you're pausing, you're frantically trying to type out notes, just hoping you catch that one critical quote or statistic. It's a massive time sink. And let's be honest, it's a pretty frustrating way to do research. So what's the fix for this mess? Well, this is exactly where Google's NotebookLM steps in. It's been designed from the ground up to be your personalized AI research assistant. Now, what I find really interesting here is the specific language Google is using. It's not just a tool, they call it a partner. And this is crucial. It's grounded in the information you trust. That means it's only looking at your sources, not the entire internet. That keeps the insights focused and totally relevant to what you actually care about. And that brings us to the main event, the brand new feature that makes all of this possible for video content. It's called Video Overviews. This is the real game changer. You can now just take a public YouTube link, drop it into NotebookLM as a source, and boom! Instantly, the AI transcribes and summarizes the entire video, getting it ready for you to interact with in a completely new way. And look how simple the workflow is. You add the video, you get an overview, and then, and this is the really powerful part, you can just start asking it questions. Things like, what are the 3 main arguments in this video? Or find the exact moment the speaker talks about Q3 earnings. From there, you can jump to that final step, actually creating and synthesizing new ideas based on what's in the video. But, just understanding the material is only half the battle. The real goal is to create something new with it, and that's where NotebookLM's redesigned creation studio comes into play. This is what they mean by closing the loop. You go from just passively watching something to actively engaging with it, ready to turn those raw insights into a useful outline or a script or a study guide that you can actually use. And just look at the possibilities here. You can instantly turn a 2-hour lecture into like a personalized textbook chapter, complete with its own FAQ section. Or you could transform a really dense historical documentary into a clean, easy-to-read timeline. It's all about turning that passive video content into active, structured knowledge you can build on. The potential here is just enormous. And really, it all comes down to this one core mission, this really powerful idea from Google: understand anything. The whole goal is to just break down the barriers between you and the knowledge that's locked away in your sources. So for this last section, let's zoom out and think about the bigger picture for a second. This isn't just another feature update. This is about a whole new way to approach research and learning itself. This comparison really says it all, doesn't it? The old way was manual, it was scattered, and it was slow. The NotebookLM way is instant, it's centralized, and it's interactive. You stop hunting for facts, and you start having a conversation with your sources. You stop manually piecing things together, and you start letting AI help you create new things almost instantly. And that's the key takeaway right there. This is about completely shifting your relationship with information. You're no longer just a passive consumer. You become an active partner, working with your content, creating with it, side by side with your AI assistant. So it really just leaves us with one final and kinda exciting question. With a tool that can help you digest and repurpose knowledge this fast, what's that complex topic, that long lecture, that dense documentary that you're gonna decide to understand next?